Our group name is Onyx Digital Solutions, and this is our project for the NC Education Datathon. Our group members are Nandini Gupta, Rohan Fadke, Sari Yanamula, and Shirley Kirby. The problem that we mostly focused on were disparities in and out of school opportunities that lead to decreased school performance in North Carolina schools. We noticed that majority of minority groups have less access to these opportunities and thus correlated directly with decreased school performance. To begin our data analysis, we created an elastic net model of correlations between student performance scores and all other variables and deduced 7 variables that have demographic indicators towards student performance. So like mentioned earlier, when we did the top 7, we decided to study the racial correlation variables first. So we noticed that there is a negative correlation between minority groups and their average student performance, and noticed a positive correlation between majority groups and their average student performance. And this probably has to do with the number of resources that some communities may get over others. And so we also noticed the negative correlation between the percentage of free lunches and the percentage of food insecurity and average student performance. And this is probably because lower income families have less food security and thus they can face lower student performance scores. And finally, we looked at health and well-being, and we noticed how there's a negative correlation between insufficient sleep and average student performance. This could be because students are probably helping their parents out with work, thus, and have to work like after school jobs, thus they have less sleep, and this can impact their performance in school.
So here what we have is an interactive map, and what it shows is the distance to the closest after-school program in size of each dot, and the color of each dot represents the school performance grade. So here we have overall from A's through F's for schools in the North Carolina area. And what we really want to hone in on here is a correlation between a larger size. So a larger distance to closer after-school program means that there's generally a lower school performance grade. Here we see A's are orange on the screen, and they're much smaller in size, but the greens and yellows representing C's and D's as average school performance grades are dots that are much larger in size, showing higher distance to closest after-school program. To pull out a couple specific school districts, Guilford County Schools is the most common district with less than 50% school performance score. And Wake County is the most common district with greater than 50% score. So that is shown here with the Wake County schools performance being higher than Guilford County. What we want to really highlight here is that Guilford County with a lower school performance score has a higher average distance to closer program.
So when creating and proposing our solution, we just wanted to look at the big picture. So the largest factors again were racial disparities or minority groups, access to out-of-school resources as well as in-school resources, health and well-being, and distance to after-school programs. So what we propose is that Guilford counties and similar counties that face these problems offer a program within school hours, so that eliminates transportation issues, that makes it easier for students to attend, and it will overall boost performance.